Good afternoon. Thank you for coming this afternoon. As you can tell, we're a little excited. I talked to Secretary Duncan earlier today, and we are so pleased and proud to be one of the winners in the Race to the Top competition. Ohio will be getting what we believe will be $400 million. Today's announcement is truly the culmination of a lot of hard work over a period of many years by Ohio's leaders who are dedicated to our kids and to education. I have with me today a wonderful Race to the Top team, beginning with Melissa Cropper. Melissa? Melissa is a teacher, a librarian, the union president, and she's been part of a collaborative effort among 20 Appalachian Ohio school districts. And she was just wonderful as we gave our presentation in Washington. So thank you, Melissa. Jean Harris, a dear friend and a wonderful education leader, superintendent of the Columbus City Schools, the largest school district, I believe, in the state of Ohio. And Jean went with us to Washington for the presentation. Marilyn Troyer, Marilyn is the deputy superintendent of Ohio's public schools, and she will lead the Race to the Top implementation efforts. And here again was wonderfully helpful in the presentation. And then finally, we have our superintendent of public instruction. I am so proud of Deb Delisle and all the hard work and the leadership that she has provided in this effort. We had a host of others who helped, and they're sitting along here. It's impossible to recognize each of them and to tell you in detail what they did, but I can tell you we met for hours and hours and hours. Guys and gals, it worked, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you've done for the state of Ohio, but most importantly for the kids of our state. Deb Kane, who is the state board president, I want to thank Deb especially. In a moment, I'm going to ask these folks to share some observations with you, but I believe that today's awards builds upon the student-centered reforms that we initiated in House Bill 1. What were those reforms? A teacher residency program, the most robust teacher training program in America, I believe. A teacher mentoring program, developing career and college-ready standards, having a strong emphasis upon closing the achievement gap, having family and community engagement teams involved with our schools, and developing high-quality assessments. Our education reforms in House Bill 1 really positioned us to be a winner today. And without those reforms, I don't believe that today's announcement would have been possible. Even in the midst of a global economic meltdown, we have kept education the top priority in Ohio. Ohio has shown its commitment to encouraging innovation by passing a successful economic development initiative like the Ohio Third Frontier, and our chancellor has come in. And Eric, I want to thank you personally for all the leadership that you provided for the Third Frontier program and are continuing to provide. Thank you so very, very much. This award builds on our job creation strategy by helping prepare the next generation of Ohio entrepreneurs and innovators. You know, Ohio has already leapt from the middle of the pack to 5th in the nation, according to the Education Week Quality Counts Performance Index. And we believe we will go from having the 5th best system in America to having the best system in America. And we couple the Education Week Quality Counts Performance Index rating with what the Education Commission on the states has said about Ohio having the most innovative new system of reforms in the country. We are poised to climb ever higher in Ohio. I believe the race to the top resources will enable us to do that. And I am so pleased and proud to have been able to work with these wonderfully dedicated people as we have competed and won. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the leader of the pack, our state school superintendent, Delisle. Deb.
That's really, really overwhelming. Thank you so much. I was dancing a little bit because I was walking up Broad Street just a little while ago and I was dancing, and I think people were wondering what I was dancing about, but it was exciting to see the marquee going on the side of the wall there. So I really want to say thank you to so many people. This is really a historic moment for Ohio. I think in 4 years we're going to look back and think about this as a real turning point in our educational reform for students. I have to say it was an honor to work with all of these folks on the team. The governor was right. We prepared long and hard, not only for the written document we submitted to the federal government, but certainly for our presentation. And I think as you'll see it, we brought a lot of energy into the room. And I have to tell you, all 5 of us carried 1.8 million children on our shoulders when we walked into that room. It was an exciting presentation. We walked out feeling really good. I felt so proud of Ohio as a state and for what we have done on behalf of Ohio's children. So I do want to thank so many people, and I will personally thank you as well, because this has really been a huge endeavor. We've been at this since last fall. As you are well aware, with submitting round 1 and then recrafting round 2. We recrafted a round 2 application with the help of more than 100 individuals representing 70 organizations, and we owe a debt of gratitude to that. But realistically, what we have to remember here is that we're carrying the future of Ohio's students on our shoulders each and every day. And this will enable us to deepen the work and our focus on Ohio's children. So from the governor to the State Board of Education and to all of the administrators and educational organizations, and certainly to the work that people do every single day, day in and day out on behalf of Ohio's children, I want to say thank you and look forward to some really, really great work. And tomorrow the hardest work begins. So thank you.
Thank you. I just want to echo some of Deb's comments. You know, states took a lot of different approaches as they went about Race to the Top. And in Ohio, we decided to go with partnerships, and we did it through partnerships. And I'm so happy for the partnerships that we had with the Buckeye Association of School Administrators, Ohio School Boards Association, Ohio Education Association, and the Ohio Federation of Teachers. We were not confrontational.